Welcome to episode 2 of the 310 Experience, your one-stop spot for the locals news straight from the source. We are bringing you information from Local 310, contract talks, the international, what the company is up to, as well as upcoming events. So kick back and enjoy, listen up, and stay connected to the 310 Experience. Here we go. I'm one of today's co-hosts, Scott Brannon. I've worked at the plant for 20 years and currently a training coordinator in stock cutting, the bead room, and calendars. How are we doing today, y'all?
Hey, 310 people, this is Chris Glover. I'm the other co-host for the week. I worked in the plant for 13 years, currently working in stock cutting. How are we doing today? A few notes before we get started. A couple of things that were left out in the intro episode. You guys see the images in the background? We need as many pictures from our local members as possible. Any events or things you'd like to share or have to say from previous events, please share them so we can show much new content as we can. Also, we need a host. I know Scott doesn't want to host every show, so please volunteer. We already have a couple people who have volunteered. It only takes about 20 minutes or so to record, and we can just meet at the hall. So if you're free and available, reach out to us. We're always looking for co-hosts.
So we're going to move on to a moment of silence. In this section, we're going to do our best to honor our members that we've lost or those who just need our thoughts through life struggles. We know we all have those. If there are people that we've missed or that you would like to mention, please reach out to the hall, and we will do our best to include them in our moment of silence. In the last 6 months or so, we have lost brothers James Nieswa from Department 426, Lee Myers from Department 426, Bill Gillespie, Department 179, Thomas Newby from Department 831, and just last week, retiree Sister Sue Sprouse, Department 401. Our thoughts and prayers go out to these families. Let's pause for a moment of silence. Okay, thank you.
First, we will go over the committee reports. Let's start with safety. Some of our local 310 electricians who are high voltage qualified recently received the CPR training. This is to meet the National Fire Protection Association compliance. METs that are in the plant are not high voltage qualified will be trained in the near future. This was something BFS did not want to do. A lot of hard pushback. We've worked on this for a couple of months. In addition to what is carried by the medical team, there will also be 2 additional AEDs placed in the plant for certified members to use. We also got 2 new high-speed doors have arrived. They'll be installed this month. Door 58 out the back of the plant and the north alley door. Again, another several month item that has been needed all winter. And last, we have the emergency generators were started and a walk around performed, checking the big emergency lights. These are different than the battery backups we see around the plant. The tunnels are now lit well, another ongoing issue that was resolved thanks to our safety committee. Big ups on that.
A little bit more from safety here. A yellow belt project was just completed in the mixing department. The goal was to increase lockout, tagout, and hazard awareness throughout the mixing department. This group consisted of a member from safety, a mixing ABM, and brothers and sisters from 4 other departments. This group created signs to identify visual clarity and identify planes of danger. So in other areas where the danger zone isn't exactly visible and it's an invisible plane, there's signage so that now you can see that. There's much more to be done, but it is all positive to keep people safe, and it's a move in the right direction. A few other things to consider in your day-to-day routines as you are working. If you see a mailbox that is unsealed, please report it to the supervisor. If they don't take care of it, talk to the steward to get in touch with a safety rep. We need to keep all that equipment in the mailboxes so that when we need it, it is there. Also, earbuds and radios. You guys, they are watching. We all know the policies on earbuds, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But the main thing about the radios is the volume. In some areas, they're allowed, but they aren't meant to be at like a tailgate. They're a personal radio, so let's try to keep that volume down a bit. This info is coming straight from the safety chair and talks he has had with the safety department. So please take heed. We don't want to lose that ability to have those radios. If you get the opportunity to train a newly hired person, take advantage of that and teach them all that you can about the job class they're in. Also, teach them how important the union is for all of us. We can achieve more by everyone doing the job safely and correctly. That's all we got from safety, so we'll move on.
All right, up next, we have Women of Steel. So the highlight of Women of Steel, this will be our 10th year as a committee. We just received a Volunteer of the Year award from one of our organizations we sponsor every year, Hawthorne Hill. They provide emergency shelter for homeless families with children. Our annual gate collection helps provide Thanksgiving meals with their families at home. And that's a big thanks to the local all union brothers and sisters and siblings. Also, we have Ladies Night coming up. This will be our 4th annual. It's going to be on May 21st at the Union Hall from 5 to 10. Our theme is the Roaring 20s. We have a silent auction. Right now, we have 33 items. This is all going to be donated to Soaring Hearts Foundation. And if you'd like to donate a gift card or something homemade, it would greatly be appreciated. Get with any Women of Steel committee person and stop by the hall with your donation. That would be greatly appreciated. Next up, we have the booze baskets. The Women of Steel have 6 booze baskets for raffle. The tickets are 1 for $5 or 5 for $20. They're also available at the hall. You can purchase tickets or you can see a committee member. Those drawings will be on Ladies Night, May 21st. All these proceeds will go to Soaring Hearts Foundation. You must be 21 years of age to purchase the tickets. And I just want to touch a little bit on the Soaring Hearts organization. This organization was founded by Director Tiffany Allison, a domestic violence survivor. The Women of Steel received her support when we had our own tragedy after losing 2 of our union assistants to domestic violence. Donations and gift cards and homemade items are in great need for the auction. If you'd like to donate, please, like I said, stop by the hall or get with any Women of Steel community member. Your generosity is greatly appreciated. And last but not least, we do have our flower beds over at the Labor Union Park located at 4640 Northwest Morningstar Drive in Des Moines. From the months of April to May, we're looking for volunteers to help clean up the beds from the winter, get things planted for the new planting season. You do not have to be active Women of Steel member to volunteer. Bring the kids if you'd like. The more help, the better. Look for more information when the cleanup will take place, as well as a day for planting. You can stay up to date with all Women of Steel activities by following our Facebook page at USW Local 310 Women of Steel.
Okay, next we got COPE. Recently, there was an unemployment bill that was up in the legislature here in Iowa. It did not bode well for Iowa families and still doesn't. One of the main points of the bill that they were trying to push through was that unemployment would not pay for the first week. So how that would look for us as new hires during shutdown when they don't have vacation, they would get no pay. How it would look for the rest of the folks. Normally we would get sub pay. If you don't get unemployment, you do not get sub pay. That's how it reads in the contract. So back down in COVID, we wouldn't have got paid for that first week when they shut the plant down because we couldn't have filed for unemployment, which means we wouldn't have gotten sub pay. It was a really bad deal for Iowa working families and us union members, right? So they did get that out of the bill, but they reduced the amount that it will pay for. It's reduced from 26 weeks to 16 weeks. So really call your reps and your senators. Let them know that this is not good for working families. They're trying to force you back into the labor force without accepting a good job. So please call your reps. Let them know that you don't agree with this plan for working families.
Up next, we have rapid response. First off is that there will be a town hall meeting from reps from the International, USW. This will be held on May 24th at 6:30 a.m., 3:30 p.m., and 6:30 p.m. The discussion will revolve around retirement security, health care, workers' rights, trade, and job security. This will also be a chance to voice your concerns and ask your own questions. Committee members went to the Capitol to lobby and voiced concerns regarding child care workers, the unemployment bill, and private school vouchers. Let's just say that on one occasion, the state officials had to walk away from our committee members because they did not or could not address the issues that were at hand. Shame on them. Mackenzie Bills is running for House District 40. This district includes part of Ankeny, Des Moines, Delaware Township, Clay Township, Saylor Township, and Altoona. If you're unsure if you're in her district, please reach out to Rapid Response. On the last note, Mackenzie Bells, who's running for House District 40, her dad's a retiree from Firestone, so she is for working families. So do whatever you can to support her. This will be good for us.
Here we go with Next Gen. Next Gen just wrapped up a 3-week-long food drive. We bookended that food drive with volunteer days at Meals for the Heartland. Meals for the Heartland packages meals that consist of soy, rice, protein powder, and veggies. Each of these packages have 6 servings. They're shipped all over the world through various agencies. A good example of where that's being used right now and a need of humanitarian aid, like food, is Ukraine. We know what's going on there, so that's just one example of where these food products go. The food drive was able to collect around 200 canned goods and collect $510 at the gate collection to help families there at Oak Park Elementary. So thank you so much for that. In addition, we donated $1,000 to Meals for the Heartland. So thanks to every member who donated. Anyone interested in joining the Next Gen Committee, please reach out and come to a meeting on the 3rd Thursday of every month.
Up next, we have ICD. Stacy over at ICD made it easy on us, created slides, so you can take a look at all the stuff that's going on over at ICD. If there's something here that catches your eye, just pause the video so you can take a few notes. Use the garage. To work on family vehicles, the hours are 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. Reserve a day or pop in. You can call or text or email Stacy at the ICD. Pension class. Do you have questions about your pension benefit? Taught by your own P&I rep. Spouses eligible to attend along with you. At the hall, 45 to 60 minutes, no cost to you. This is a free service. You can call, text, or email Stacy at the local. Quick computer classes, you can do virtual or online, from home or the ICD classroom at the hall. Hours are usually from like 2 to 6 hours, many topics available. This is also another free benefit we have for ICD. Permit to carry classes, one-time session at Range Masters, 4 to 5 hours, safety, classroom, and live fire. Earn your certificate to present to law enforcement when applying for the actual permit. Also another great benefit for ICD. Up next, we have financial wellness classes. With Affinity Credit Union, the credit union born inside the plant and still our partner in achieving financial goals. 1 hour class, another benefit of having ICD. Call, text, or email. Motorcycle safety classes. Do the 4 hours online or at home or at ICD. Then on a Friday, 5 to 9, Saturday, 8 to 4, Sunday, 8 to 12 at DMAC. Another free benefit. Last but not least, tuition assistance for 2022. Apply for up to $2,500 to use in 2022. Must have worked at the plant 6 months in order to apply. First come, first served basis. Must attend accredited college. Can study various topics. So if you are interested in any of these things that we have going on ICD, call 515-288-9946, text 515-778-6128, or you can email Stacy at stacy.icdlocal310@yahoo.com. You can stop by Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 8 to 4, Wednesday, 8 to 2, Facebook, USW Local 310 Learning Center, and it's also on the bag.
Civil rights is last. Things have been quiet on the civil rights front, but we all know that there are issues that may not be getting addressed. Please spread the word that there is assistance for issues or concerns. Please check the union boards for committee members and contact department union stewards. We're working diligently to connect those dots between the civil rights members and also with our union stewards. At the last meeting, we spoke about scenarios that evolve around sexual harassment. We discussed how these particular scenarios play out at Firestone and how we would handle these issues. We will continue to train and work through scenarios so that we can better handle them as they might arise. The next meeting is coming up the first Tuesday in June. So if you're interested, just reach out and we'll get you hooked up. We'll get you on that committee. Thanks so much. So last, we have our current events. We're going to start with the strike vote. The strike vote will be held May 17th and the 19th. The strike vote is to give negotiating committee authorization to call for a strike as a last resort. Voting yes sends a message to the company. You may think the company doesn't listen, but they hear what we are saying. The leverage we have in negotiating is to withhold our labor. That's what we have going in. That's our bargaining power. It will literally take 2 or 3 minutes to go to the hall, state your department, name, clock card, get a ballot, go to the booth, and drop it in a sealed container. In and out. Polls are open from 4:30 to 8 a.m. and 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. on both the 17th and the 19th. After that, we're going to have town hall events. This is part of Your Union, Your Voice initiative. There will be representative from the International here to talk about work that our union does that impacts government decisions and that affect us as workers. This is a chance for us to tell them what the issues are that are important to us. So come and make your voice heard. The town hall will be held at the Union Hall May 24th. The times are 6:30 a.m., 3:30 p.m., and 6:30 p.m. That gives everybody a shot to come over to the hall and make their voice heard. Contract talks are nearing very soon. The president and policy went to Minneapolis to take part in a District 11 contract training. This was one part of preparation for contracts for all who will be entering negotiations this summer. One thing I'd like to point out is that contract negotiations begin on June 13th. They haven't started yet. Right, Chris?
There have been no negotiations, just preparation. If you hear rumors on the floor about the contract, please squash those rumors. President Tim Lynn and Policy Emily Brannon will head to negotiations on June 6th to finalize their movements forward with the rest of the bargaining committee. There have been 0 talks so far, and again, they do not start until June 13th. More information will be forthcoming in the future. If you have not signed up to receive texts, please do so. If you have further questions, head to the hall. There's always someone here. With that, we'll be receiving contract t-shirts very soon. Leadership is asking to wear the shirt on the first day of your work week, which will be Monday and Wednesdays. These shirts are $12 each. Please pop over to the hall and purchase a shirt, and word will get out when they're available. Last thing, picnic tables should be back in the plant real soon. It sounds like the company's fixing them up a bit, planning to return them into the break room, so we have more seating. That's all I have for this episode, Local 310. Remember, we are looking for anyone who's willing to help in this venture. We already have a couple of hosts for upcoming episodes or from the North End. Maybe you want to co-host too. Remember to hit that notification, like, and subscribe button. We hope to have a new episode soon. Let us not forget, united we bargain, divided we beg. So signing off from the 310 Experience on behalf of Local 310 and its members, good and welfare to all working families, union brothers, sisters, and siblings.